Okay, everybody, it's time for some World of Warships. My Wednesday Warships. Um, Apparently, are we going to see the... There it is. Sorry about that. It was minimized and was not being registered. Okay, whatever. So, okay. We're going to be going through our lower tiers like normal. Probably going to be kind of hating life because I suck at destroyers, and those are pretty much the only ships that I have left on my lower tiers. Um, so be prepared for some more frustration along those lines. We're also going to be trying to get our clan past the requirements so that we can get the naval battles activated. Um, it'd be fantastic if I had some extra help with that, but we'll see if anybody wants to join me or not. Um, I'm still happy that people are still coming back into the World of Warships clan and still participating and having fun with it, so I'm happy with that. Um, we'll see what we can do with um, trying to get that naval battle activated though within the 4 hours that I have, or actually probably about 4.5 hours, because I kind of got him did a little bit of a rant in my just chatting prior to this, so um, well, not necessarily a rant per se, but still, you know, um, there was a topic that I wanted to kind of discuss and it went over, so but okay. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Don't need to worry about that. Um, okay, so concerning the preparation for the naval battle for this weekend, what do we got to tackle? What do we got to deal with? 20,000 base XP. Okay, well that's going to be a little difficult to do by myself because, um, each match, you know, if if you win, you get some extra basic XP. If you lose, you don't get a whole lot. So, ideally, if I'm winning all my matches, then this will be easy to do. But let's face it, not everybody can win the match by themselves. They have to have their team with them. And well, if I'm playing bad or if the team's playing that bad, then well, not much that you can really do about it. Okay. Or if the RNG is just messing with you completely, then well, not much you can do about that either. Okay. Um, Not sure why we are still like in Christmas time. I'm gonna go ahead and switch the port back to my normal port that I like, which is where is it? It's not here. Huh? Did they get rid of it? They got rid of it. They got rid of my normal port that I like to go to. How dare they? Well, okay. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna go with spaceport. Okay. Um. So. Um. Maybe they'll switch the Senna. Maybe they use the Senna, for the Senna City or something like that for the, or the port that I normally like for the Senna. I don't know. I mean, they look kind of similar, so. But still, it's like, hey, come on, give me the original one too. You know, you're welcome to keep the Santa, but allow me to have the original as well. Okay, so we got our two destroyers here that we need to continue working on to build up to our tier 4 or tier 5 equivalents, and open up for our aircraft carriers. In this case, the um, tier 5 destroyer and the British aircraft carrier. There is no aircraft carrier for the French yet. Um, there's no rumors of them designing the French aircraft carriers, but I'm not gonna put it past them to create that. So, um, so my plan is to basically do the exact same thing as the Wakeful here, build up enough experience to get, both of these, the tier 5 destroyer and unlock it, research it, and get enough for the aircraft carrier. So I'm going to do that for the French destroyer here so that, if they do ever decide to create an aircraft carrier line, I'll have enough ship XP saved up so that I can, you know, research it automatically. So that's the plan. Um, okay, let's see. We are already doing the economic bonuses. I don't think I've changed that at all for these ships. You know, because I have a ton of them, so might as well make use of them, right? Um, and I have quite a bit of camouflage that I can use as well that I can kind of get rid of. So, um, none of which is like, hey, I don't really care about the camouflage. I don't need to auto purchase it, so um, we'll just do that and be done with it. So, yep. Okay. So, if anybody wants to join me on these lower tier battles, let me know. You know, mention it in chat, and I will go ahead and add you into a division, and we can go from there. Um, if you are interested in, joining my clan, there's plenty of space, so you're welcome to do so. I'm not going to require, I don't necessarily have any requirements for you, so you don't have to stress about like, oh my God, I have to hit a certain win value or something like that. No, you don't have to worry about that. Um, I'm not one to stress about it, and I don't want others to stress about it either. Okay. Um, I mean, the fact that I have members in my clan that haven't been on for over a year, should tell you enough. So, um, but you never know. That person might want to come back and play at some point. They are welcome to, obviously. Um, so, yep, let's go ahead and get into the first battle here. Let's go with the Wakeful and see what we can do, see what damage we can do. See how much seabed I can see. Alright, let me make sure my stream information is up to date. Is everybody seeing the the title and stuff like that change? So, okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different AIs on this battle. We are in a tier 4 match with a lot of tier 3 ships as well. You know, there's only 3 tier 4 ships, so let's see.
General quarters.
My torpedoes don't really have a long range, so I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll kind of try to hang out around the middle, you know, and maybe try to take out some of their AIs that are eventually gonna come my way anyway. We'll see.
Good luck and fair seas.
Um,
I owe you one.
so we'll find out. We'll see if we can take out some AIs and cause some chaos here. Spread the torpedoes out a little bit more.
Enemy force detected.
And bed trunks of smashing W key. Okay. I mean, that's an option. Okay, we are going to go ahead and try to drop some torpedoes at here. Yeah, be careful with the...
Enemy destroyer sighted.
Okay, that wakeful... over there is also kind of...
Torpedoes astern.
There we go.
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
Let's see about trying to take out this other wakeful that's over here. Okay, bike is also on his way. You know, let's go behind the guy. Unless I want to ram into him or anything along those lines, so... Oh. Okay, Roman has definitely been,
Enemy cruiser detected.
he's smoking up. Okay. He's not quite sure where we are at right at this moment in time, so... we can use that for our advantage. You know what? He's going right, I'm gonna go left. And we'll try to do like a little pincer move on this guy. Okay. Not seeing him. There he is. Nope, missed him. Damn. he's already smoking up. Let's go ahead and throw some torpedoes on him there. Still not seeing him, so he's running. But I'm using his smoke, you know, to my advantage as well, so. Yep, there he is. Okay. Yep, there he is.
Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes to port.
Ah, damn it. He's still kind of running this way, so.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Yep.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Ah, damn it. Fuck.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
Got him.
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
Good fight. Good fight. Roman. Wasn't sure if you were going to reverse or not. Hey, I, I still lost the battle. Uh,
The enemy team has taken
I was
the
trying,
lead.
but I wouldn't let go. Oof. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, if it seemed like maybe he got caught like right in here, like he did an Austin Powers into it, and he couldn't necessarily go back and forth very easily. So, oh well. Our team is not doing that well though. We got two players still left over here, the Wyoming and the South Carolina, and we got the Arkansas, the Dreadnought, the St. Louis, and the V-170 as players over there. Um, so overall, not doing that great. So, um, Wyoming seems like they're doing fairly well, but I mean they're going up against the St. Louis. So while the St. Louis can dish out quite a bit of damage, um, well that guy wasn't really firing all that much, which is surprising. Um, 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 Secondaries, what the hell are you aiming at? Oh, there's some more torpedoes though. Oh, did he use his repair on that? Ooh. Oh, okay. He's gone. Yep. When you're going up against this destroyer, you have to kind of go lengthwise to it. Otherwise, you're going to be, subject to their broadside torpedoes. So, Cap is going very slow right at this moment in time. So, Arc is so OP, it's dumb. Yeah. I mean, it's a premium ship though, so I mean, T9 modes on T4 BB. Okay, well, there's our one battleship gone there. I don't know what the heck is up with Cap there. They are not maneuvering their guns very well. Yeah. They might have been kind of new overall. Like maybe that was their first time using a battleship. Um, quite possible. So, um, okay. Exterior. Don't care about that one anymore. There we go. Move on to the next. Next match. So while I was able to kill off 2 destroyers there in that last battle, you know, um, for my one death, it wasn't enough to make the difference. So because, um, killing it off in AI, that's nothing. Pretty much anybody can really do that. It would really suck if the AI killed me off as well. Um, and that has happened before. Like, they fired off some torpedoes that, I wasn't aware of. And, or, I was in a battleship. They were in, AI destroyer and they dumped all their torpedoes into me. It happens, right? Um, the, um, um, but, you know, it wasn't enough to kind of handle, um, you know, the rest of their team doing pretty well overall. So, like the Arkansas, as the guy mentioned, apparently it's a fantastic premium ship. Fantastic, tier 4 premium ship. So, okay, so we have a lot of destroyers. Oh my god. You got 6 destroyers, 4 cruisers, and 2 battleships. Ugh. Okay. Still need that win for the Wakeful, so I'm gonna slow down. 3 dots. Alright. 2 being DDs. True. At least, on their side as well, so. Although we only have 1 AI, so. So we're at a slight advantage over them. They have 2 AI DDs and we only have 1, so we have a slight advantage along those lines, but it's going to be a lot of, destroyer fighting destroyer action. So, you know, yep, there we are.
Target penetrated.
Let's see if we can hit anything with that guy. Oh.
Critical engine damage. Smoke generator started.
Throw up some smoke so that they have a hard time
The ship is on fire.
aiming at me.
Smoke screen set.
Get out of their line of sight.
Our team has taken the lead.
Let's try to take out that destroyer right there.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Destroyer sighted.
There goes him.
Our victory
Oh,
is
wow. They have lost 5 of their destroyers to none of ours right at this moment in time. That is unfortunate for them.
Smoke generator started. Smoke screen set.
Enemy destroyer detected. Enemy cruiser sighted. Our team has taken the lead.
Okay, apparently I'm being detected, probably from a destroyer that's like super nearby. Okay. Let's try to get in a little bit closer here.
Torpedoes, direct front.
There he is.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Nicely done. Come on, come to me.
Critical engine damage. Smoke generator started. Screen set. Problem solved, sir.
That's not great.
The ship is on fire.
Nope, I'm dead. Okay. And my torpedoes are gonna miss. Oh well. I was kind of hoping that I could have stopped in time to kind of hide in the smoke screen a little bit more, but nope, apparently not. Get out of there, Roman. Head towards those battleships of yours. Use them for backup. Because destroyers are really bad at trying to fight off cruisers. So, surprised that he's still able to fire through um, the island there. Ooh, nice shot. Okay, guys, what's going on here? Okay, well, our battleships are still like full health right at this moment in time. I mean, they only have one battleship right at this time, even though he's super south. Not quite sure why he's that far south, but yeah, our Wakefull's making the smart move, kind of retreating back to our battleships there. Um, the cruisers are heading up to sea.
Teammate, I need your support.
They're not listening. Oh, okay. Well, there went that cruiser.
Our team has taken the lead.
Okay, so South Carolina is still available on their team, but they still have that other cruiser that's out there, so there it is. Okay, St. Louis versus the Diana. I would imagine the St. Louis would be more than enough, but I don't know if the Diana has torps or not. I don't see any torpedo tubes, so oh, he's on fire. You better put it out if you can. He's dead. There he goes. Okay, so Roman just needs to hide. You know, I'm hoping that he understands that. Because, sure, you know, capturing D is good, but...
Our victory is in sight. Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Stay there. Don't engage, Roman. Don't engage. You're a little too close, man. All he has to do is fire one good volley into you, and you're gone. And he's turning, so... That distance is a little extensive, so is it gonna reach? It did. Nicely done, Roman. Nicely done. Alright. Got the one win, so... So we can move on to the next ship in the bunch here. You know, didn't get enough for either of the two upgrades, but that's fine. I mean, I wasn't expecting it anyway. So, we can go ahead and, you know, we'll add another camouflage to this guy for later. But, hey there, Testy, how you doing there, bud? Welcome back to the stream. It's going good. It's going good. Well, for the most part. I mean, yeah, I'm playing World of Warships with destroyers, which I'm really bad at. So, good-ish. You just got done playing? Ah, I gotcha. You love destroyers? Oh, I'm terrible at them. I'm just terrible at them. I just don't have the eye for torpedoes. So, main guns, sure, no problem. I can handle main guns. Torpedoes, though, I just can't seem to grasp it very well. I can never, um, you know, there are matches where it's like I launch like 30 plus torpedoes and not a single one hit. So it's like, ah. An 86K Holland game earlier. Still lost the match though. Oof. Okay, so no AIs. We got 3 DDs. We got 4 cruisers. We got 4 battleships and an aircraft carrier. So that aircraft carrier is going to be a little bit of a problem. I'm the only destroyer down here to the south, so that's going to be a problem with my short-range torpedoes. Well, I mean, short-ish range torpedoes. 7.5 isn't bad. So, what's your highest tier ship? Tier 6. I don't push towards the higher tiers because higher tiers can be quite toxic. And I'm not necessarily rushing to get there, so. You know, I still deal with the higher tiers anyway. You know, with tier 6, I still touch upon it with, you know, the tier 8 matches that I get dragged into from time to time. But still, You know, I just have these 2 tier 4 ships now. Majority of mine are tier 5s and tier 6. So, okay, I have no smoke screen, so this is going to be a little difficult, you know, to try to hide. You know, obviously I'll try to use my use the islands to my advantage here. They know kind of where I'm at right now with the you know, seeing that they kind of spotted me, but the Nicholas is also you know, spotted as well. Let me see if I can maybe drop some torps down. Oh, I've been detected. Okay. Get the heck out of here. Oh, I missed it. Nope, time to dodge. Yep.
Engine boost activated.
Omaha is one of my favorite ships. I've had some unique experiences with the Omaha. It's good, and at the same time, it can be really bad too. It's like, ugh. The armor on it has been, you know, can be quite challenging at times. So, okay. I need to kind of keep on dodging because I'm still within range of that Kuma over there, so. There we go. Yeah, a lot of ships can be hit or miss. You know, it all depends on, you know, what you're, you know, what you're used to, what you're, you know, good with. So, oh wow, we've lost a lot of players all of a sudden. That's not great. I can't fire my torpedoes, not with that battleship there in the way. Oh, that battleship's dead. Kuma's dropping in some torpedoes on that guy. God damn it. What? The Kuma's dead. Okay, well, that's good. I tend to stick to playing tier 8. Ah, I gotcha. Yeah, for me it's just a matter of
Engine boost deactivated.
playing, you know, if I get a new ship, I try to get a win for it, you know, so that I can try to maximize the XP, and then I can go towards you know, just leveling them up one after another. Okay. I played off, on and off since closed beta. I can't remember exactly when I first got started in World of Warships, but I know that you know, I didn't play like when it first came out, like, you know, closed beta, but okay, I'm gonna see if I can rush these battleships over here so that I can try to get in some shots on, or I can drop some torpedoes against the Ancourt there. Oh, I lost my steering. Not great. There we go. Nice.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
I'm already spotted for the most part, so. Oh, there went our other battle, and there went my support battleship. That's
The
not
enemy is
great.
about to win.
Yeah. Ooh. Can I not be detected anymore? That'd be great. Thank you. Oof. Let's see. I just need to wait a little bit longer for the torps to come back on. To come back. Oh, he's running away.
Engine boost activated.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to get within torpedo range of this cruiser, and he's not going to be, you know, he can one-shot me, so I don't know. This is I'm thinking that this is a really bad idea. But maybe if I can get him to kind of spot me, then I can kind of divert his attention. There he is. There we go. Let's go. Yep, there you go. I knew that I wasn't gonna, it wasn't gonna help all that much, but,
The enemy
oh,
is about to
okay,
win.
well, game over. You know, throwing torpedoes into a battleship isn't too difficult for the most part, but, you know, when it's me versus cruisers or other destroyers, yeah, no. Nah, I just can't seem to figure it out very well, so, you know. I tend to play more, while I still enjoy the occasional CV from time to time, I can't play the higher ones. Because the AIs or the AAs for most of the higher tier ships just destroy planes um, like they're paper planes. Um, everybody complains about CVs, like, oh my God, CVs are like the bane of the world of warships. Should be taken out. It's like, dude, CVs, don't really do, you know, the best thing for CVs is the fact that they can spot. That's like their best tool overall is the fact that they can spot. The the damage that they dish out, not that great when you compare it to a battleship, a destroyer, a cruiser, stuff like that. It's like, so I can never understand that kind of mentality. I know that they are really terrible with destroyers because they can spot destroyers and they can kind of keep in the area of a destroyer. But when you get to the higher tiers, AA guns just rip through planes like it's, like it's nothing. So, tier 4 is good. Tier 4 is good. Tier 6 is, I haven't gotten to the tier 8, CVs, but I would imagine that that's just horrible. You know, I've tried doing tier 6 CVs versus tier 8 ships, and I'm like, yeah, no, it's your my planes are being shredded. I can barely get off a single shot out of my entire squadron. um, have you been claiming all your free holiday items? Tier 8 CV is much better. Well, I would hope so because tier 6 planes get absolutely shredded with AA guns. So, um, I've been so just to let you know there, Testy. I stream, before I used to stream this every Wednesday. I'm not one for like um, too many PvP games. I tend to get really um, I tend to get like really angry at PvP for the most part. So I just try to stay away from it for the most part. I tend to enjoy more like co-op games than anything else. I mean, hell, I'd probably just stick with co-op in World of Warships. Um, because with with AI games, um, the I don't need to necessarily deal with that kind of toxicity, right? Um, but you know, you don't gain as much. You know, I mean, you know, I used to play this. Now, seeing that I'm on furlough from work, I pushed it to 2 times a week, 2 streams a week for World of Warships. But in the past, it was just like 1 time a week, and that's it. Um, and so my progression has been slow. Um, but I mean, I've collected a fair amount of ships, you know, since playing since streaming the game. I played it once before I started streaming it. And I didn't get that far. I think if I remember correctly, like my original account that I don't even know if I still have or not, or if it's still out there. I would assume that it's deleted. I think the only thing that I really did was I tried to do the USA battleships, and that's about it. That's about as far as I got. Um, um, I'm usually in bed by the time you start streaming. I'm off work for a few days, so having some late nights at the moment. Nice, nice. Um, well, I mean, you're welcome to go to my YouTube channel if you want. I have hours of World of Warships, on my YouTube channel if you want. So, um, your old account will still be available. Yeah, but I mean, I I don't remember the old account. I don't remember the password for the old account. I don't even remember which email it was associated with, and I don't even know what tiers of ships I had on it. It's not worth it. World of Warships can delete it for all I care. I'm putting enough time and effort into my streaming profile that I don't care about the old one. There's nothing there. So, or at least I doubt there's anything there. I couldn't I can't put any money into the game at all. Not to mention the fact that a lot of this stuff is super expensive to begin with. Um, but you know, um, I put majority of my time, in my profile here, and that's perfectly fine. So, I have most of the ships pretty much unlocked for the most part. I mean, there's still some ship lines that I haven't gotten to yet. That I'll need ship slots available to to allow for those lines for the most part. But um, I what I try to do is I try to um, keep myself available to play, all the different styles of ships. Um, and eventually, when they do get well, I mean, they do have the submarines now that are, no longer non-premium. I may eventually get to those, even though, like, once again, I suck at destroyers, so I'm not that much better at submarines. Um, I can't remember if I've actually uploaded my submarine video. I did the like the beta test for submarines when they like first made it public for everybody. I figured I'd try it out, and oh boy, was I bad. You know, if you look at my destroyer gameplay and see how bad I am with destroyers, my sub gameplay was just as bad as bad. So, um, yeah, it's expensive if you let it be. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Obviously, if you like log in on a daily basis, you'll be able to get doubloons every month that you'll eventually build up enough to purchase another ship and another ship and another ship. Um, but I was just kind of playing this once a week, and so um, the doubloons that I would get were normally from containers, those rare instances where you get doubloons from containers, and you know, um, I've just been grinding, pretty much on a free account, doing the whole free account. So, you know, because I couldn't really afford anything else. So, and the fact that, if you look at like the premium shop, you know, ships here, the fact that a ship can cost as much as um, a single game, um, 3 meals if you do it like $20 a meal. If you're cheap and do like $10 a meal, that's 7 meals right there. So it's like, you know, um, but still it's, um, you know, I can't justify spending this amount of money for a single ship. So, um, I'm just on the standard grind. Um, at some point in time, um, you know, when it happens, I'll be able to. Wait, where is it? When I build up enough, free XP, then I'll purchase, uh, these premium ships with the free XP, and then continue to grind again for the next one. It doesn't really matter to me. For me, it's just a matter of, hey, um, I'm not rushing to the end. I'm not like going, if I really wanted to, some people will stay on a particular line and they will just keep on playing that ship over and over and over and over just to kind of get to that higher tiers. And people have shown like, hey, if you put in all the boosters, you do, if you are like winning every single match, if you're, you know, um, maximizing this and that and this other thing, and you can, I think like one person said that he was able to do it in like 8 hours or something like that, or something ridiculous. It was like, what the heck? Um, I'm not like that, so. I just got the Zuma earlier, not tired of it yet though. Nice. I'll stick to playing one class's ship if a mission calls for it. I couldn't stick to playing the same one all night. Oh yeah, believe me, I, you know, um, I just play a ship until either A, I get annoyed and say I'm done playing the ship. Like, hey, you know, I, for the longest time I had like 5 destroyers in the tier 4 because my clan, when we went into the naval battle, and I was noticing the fact that um, my members were basically taking care of all the like the battleship and the cruiser missions, they weren't really touching the destroyer missions. So I kind of took it upon myself to, um, I had a lot of open vacant slots at the time, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and, you know, get all these destroyers available, and I'm just going to do the naval battles with the destroyers, get ourselves some points that way. Um, so yeah. But like I mentioned, I don't consider myself a great destroyer captain at all. I make a lot of mistakes when it comes to playing destroyers, and um, I often I have to mention in my videos that people should learn from my mistakes. You know, it's very rare for me to do something right when it comes to destroyers, based off of um, with what I've done and stuff like that. So um, I tend to try to just basically say, look, analyze what I do and figure out a better way of doing it. Okay. Once again, we have a lot of destroyers, no AIs, 6 destroyers, 1 cruiser, 4 battleships, and an aircraft carrier. So it's going to be a destroyer battle for sure. Um, destroyer upon destroyer, and eventually, if we can get to it, we'll be able to take out those battleships. But we have to take out those. Our destroyers have to, you know, basically win out against their destroyers. And oh boy, we'll see about that. Um, once again, I don't have any smoke screens, so not much I can really do about that.
Good luck and fair seas.
No need to push early. Oh yeah. Well, that guy's gonna push early. Wonder if he will push early. Alright. We got detected by the planes, so let's see if we can, if this guy is gonna. Nope, he's not. He stopped in the smoke. Makes sense, but unfortunately he's smoked up and he's not like staying there per se, so okay. I still got a long time for my yeah, probably. There he is.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Woo! Okay.
Dead ahead. Torpedoes to port.
It. Oh.
We're hull below the waterline. resolved, sir.
Enemy destroyer
Traded.
encountered. Off to a great start.
Off to what? How is that a great start, game? Uh. Oh. Damn. If I had a little bit more spread on those torpedoes. I kind of figured that this guy was going to be kind of coming up into the smoke anyway, but I wanted to I wanted to try to expose this guy, so, or I wanted to hop into the smoke, so if he did, then I'd be able to kind of see him and kind of expose him anyway, but wasn't expecting wasn't necessarily expecting to be kind of spotted by this guy that was over here too, so I mean, I did what I could on avoiding the torpedoes that guy released, but yeah. Oh well. I mean, I could have played it more cautiously. Like when like when the one destroyer was kind of running away and he had set his smoke screen down, I could have backed off. That might have been the best course of action. Been more of a sneak, but the problem with my destroyer is, yeah, the high detection radius was a match to my torpedo radius, and I had no smoke, so so what else am I supposed to do? The most that I could do is, try to hide behind an island and hope that I can catch, like, maybe a battleship off guard or something like that. But I mean, I was already spotted by the CV planes, so they knew where I was for the most part anyway. So, yeah, it was, oh well. you know. But as you can see, no torpedo hits. So, granted, I didn't launch a lot of torpedoes anyway, and you know, everything compared. Oof, I got hit with a torpedo there. Um, um, what was it? I had two sets of 3 torpedoes per launch, and I launched twice. So so that was a grand total of what, 12 torpedoes that I launched, and not a single hit. So I saw one. I tried at one point in time to try to figure out, like, how, like, good destroyer captains play, and the like one of the videos that I saw was this one guy. He was using this destroyer that had like 6 torpedo spreads and stuff like that, and he was like going, if you hit one, then you're gonna be good. I'm like, well, I only have like 2 to 3 on mine, so how do you figure on that? So, in those cases, you stick to being a gunboat or camp behind cover. Yeah. Kind of difficult to do on this particular map. I mean, you could try to stay, like, on the sides of the islands per se, but with the high cliffs of these islands, you can't really hide behind them very well. So, Hey there, Abyss. How you doing there, bud? How do aim and detection work? Okay, so aim is by mouse. So, um, um, I mean, especially everything is mouse controlled on this. So, you know, but it also depends on how fast your turrets can move on your ships. So if you have, slow moving turrets like a battleship might have, then, while you might have very fast mouse movement speed, that doesn't necessarily mean that your battleship turrets are going to catch up to you. So, um, ooh, that was a good hit. Detection. Um, so they base it off of like sound, or if you can, if your ship is small, you're not, your engines are quiet-ish, then you're able to, you're not as detectable as, say, a larger ship, such as a battleship and the like. So, ooh, that guy got deleted. Um, so, the battleship will be able to be detected, quite quickly. You can't really hide with a battleship. Or at least not very well. um, the the cruisers, the aircraft carrier is also pretty bad to hiding. So, you're not going to be able to see it hiding very well, unless, of course, it tries to hide behind an island. Then it can be, try to hide a little bit. But its planes, where the planes launch out of and the like, that can be detected from quite a distance. Planes can't really hide either. So so the aircraft carriers are typically one that can be you kind of know where they're located at for the most part. Um, let's see. There are no more cruisers on the map. Cruisers are kind of like the middle ground for between a battleship and a destroyer. Destroyers typically have um, the best in hiding ability when it comes to detection. Um, mine had a detection of, here, let me see if I can bring up the stats. No, I cannot. Okay, never mind. Oops. Don't want to exit the battle just yet. Um, you know, some ships can hide as much as like 4 kilometers or something like that. Um, they have like really quiet engines for the most part. So, they can be like the ninja of the team. That's how I like to compare. That's how I like to kind of describe destroyers is, they're basically the ninjas of the sea. You kind of want to act like they're ninjas, meaning you want to try to do either long distance shots and run away so you can keep on doing those long distance shots, or you want to do surprise attacks, like, jump out from behind an island and dump torpedoes down, the side of a battleship and delete it from life. So, but a cruiser, which is in between the two, um, it there hasn't been that many. I don't. I don't know of too many cruisers that have like really small detection ranges. They're not like overly large, like like the battleships do, but um, but not exactly um, um, they're not exactly small either. Like so detection ranges are basically like sub has the smallest detection range, or at least smallest detection area, especially if they're underwater, I believe. I could be wrong on that. Testy, feel free to correct me if I am indeed wrong on that. Destroyers are the next one, with a small amount of detection. Then you have cruisers. Then you have CVs, and then you typically have battleships after that in terms of detection. So, um, so do you have mortar? No, not really. Not in, not in this game. Not in that kind of sense that of mortar rounds that you're considering. Um, I mean, you have the uh, this the guns on a battleship, which those shells can pretty much ruin your day if you get in a good shot on somebody. But um, WoW's wiki is a great resource, tells you pretty much everything you need to know. Yeah, true. Um, I just don't have that library, encyclopedia library, in my mind. So I'm basing it off of, my kind of experience with it. So, alright. Well, we won the match because it's just going to be the two battleships and the aircraft carrier against the one aircraft carrier here. So, I didn't do much overall. Just the single kill, and even then, it's like 4 shots into him. 1,900 damage is like woohoo! Oh well. Um, but hey, you know, um, at at the very least, um, I showed off that Clemens so that my teammates could, finish him off. So, you know, so I mean, there's that. And apparently, I wasn't the worst. Okay, interesting. Okay, so tier 4 is done. Now I normally go on to tier 5, which, you know, now I have, all the rest of the destroyers that I've improved. I have all the cruisers that I'm currently working on, and I have my one battleship that's still remaining in this particular tier. So, you know, um, I tend to be pretty good with my main guns overall, So I tend to be more the cruiser and battleship captain. So I haven't really touched CVs in a long time. All my tier 4 CVs are done. I'll still play them, if like someone on my clan wants some help, like they want me to play a CV, then I can do that. But for the most part, we're just kind of grinding, um, running ships over, over time. So I'm trying to see if Blackheart is online or not. Let's see. He hasn't shown up yet. I don't know. Maybe his Wednesdays are kind of occupied. Okay, we got ourselves a container, so let's go ahead and grab some more coal here. And there we go. Another duplicate. Let me see. Do I have enough for... I don't think so. Yeah, I still need one more for purchasing for duplicates. Okay. Don't forget the free items in armory. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, still have that one to get. But I think that's all that I can get, right? Everything else requires me to have... Yeah, I don't want to purchase that. I don't want to spend my free points for, potential bundle that, might not get me what I want. So, let's, no thank you. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, pretty much. You know, I mean, I'll eventually, like, build up, tokens more and more, unless, of course, they get rid of the tokens after a time. I mean, they might, but I mean, if I can hold on to those tokens for, for the next time, then that's great. I'll be able to make some purchases later. But don't worry about the rating at the end of the game. It seems doing most damage or kills gets you higher reward. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there, Mikey. But you could do other stuff that helps the team a lot that won't be shown in the rating. Yeah, yeah, they basically, determine the team rating just by, the amount of damage that you do for the most part. And if you get the achievements. So, for example, let's kind of look back at, the team score on this one, right? Um, the reason why I pretty much got this amount of points was the first blood. That's probably it. That's probably how I was able to get up to this amount of standing in the rankings here, was because I was able to shoot those 4 shots to kill off that one destroyer at the very end. You know, you know, I was able to kill off the Clemson. That's it. You know, um, I only spotted like one other ship, so so overall, if it wasn't for that first kill, first blood, you know, my score probably would have been lower than Painless Pete's here. Maybe. Maybe it would have been like a little bit above, but um, I've had matches where it's, you know, the most that I did was spot and I ran into a torpedo and died. Um, so that's probably what happened to this guy, unfortunately. He probably spotted like one ship. It it disappeared, so his spotting damage, you know, barely meant anything, and he probably ran into a torpedo and died. Probably. I'm just speculating here. You know, I know those kind of scores because I've had them before for a destroyer. So, you know, those are like the worst when it's like, you get caught off guard, you run into a torpedo, you know, um, not knowing that, yeah, hey, there's torpedoes coming after you, and broadside. Or, you know, I run straight headlong into it. It's like, oh, God damn it. um, and, you know, these torpedoes can one-shot you. So, you know, they are going to absolutely destroy you if you're not careful. So, okay, let's continue on with some more destroyer battles here. Let's see how far we can go. Saw it. Yeah. Um, so it's often, you know, one of those things where it's like, you know, sure, you know, if you have a destroyer that has, you know, problems with torpedo and detection range, then you know, it might be in your best interest to stay kind of behind, you know, for the most part, to kind of stay alive a little bit longer. But okay, so we got ourselves, and we're in a tier 5 match. We got ourselves 3 AIs. We got 3 destroyers, we got 4 cruisers, and we got 5 battleships here. Interesting, interesting. Uh, I've had plenty of DD games with less than 10k spotting damage. Then I go play my cruisers and battleships. Yeah, pretty much. Um, last week I was having a rough time with my destroyer game.
General
I
orders.
was I was hating life. Um, because I got through with my wins for my tier 4 games, and then I moved on to my tier 5
Good
games,
luck and fair
and
seas.
um, you know, I was getting dragged into the you know, tier 7 matches. Um, you know, with my tier 5 ships, you know, I was absolutely getting destroyed. Um, you know, the Russian destroyer is crap. Or at least, you know, I consider it as crap. Um, so I was just hating last week when it came to playing my destroyers. I just had the worst kind of luck. My torpedoes weren't hitting, my gunshots were missing. They were absolutely destroying me. I was just it was rough last week. Um, so after a time, I was like going, okay, I'm done. I'm just gonna play my battleship and my cruisers and you know, try to get it back in better spirits. So, okay, so we got ourselves, here, I'm
Good luck,
gonna
everyone.
throw some torpedoes down here. Oh, I see some smoke down there. But we are not gonna go into the camp circle just yet. Yeah,
I owe you one.
that guy's like barely coming into the camp circle in A and capturing it, but that's okay. Um, you know, we can. We don't necessarily need to rush into the camp circle right away. Okay, doesn't look like my torpedoes are going to be hitting anything, but that's okay. My torpedoes are reloaded, so for a
I
Taka is a
need
fun ship at
intelligence
tier
data.
5. Yeah.
Teammate, I need your support. I need intelligence data.
Okay, there's the Nicholas. He's running away. That's fine. Um, this Danye Cruiser is, you know, priming itself for some torpedoes from me if I can do well enough against it. If it continues to rush towards me, then I might
All
be able to get
stations,
some
concentrate fire on the target.
torpedoes into it. Okay, now they know kind of where I'm at. So now I'm gonna go into A. Their Clemens kind of retreated for the most part, so
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
let's see about now the Clemson has, you know, short torpedo range for the most part. Oh, there he is.
Our team has taken the lead.
But it's also a gunship, so I gotta be careful with this.
Critical engine damage.
So, oh boy. Ow, fuck.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic
Ah, damn it. Nope.
All stations requesting fire on the
Damn
designated
it.
target.
Acknowledged.
And that's how you mess up.
All stations concentrate fire on the target. Good show.
You need to use that detection to your advantage. Yeah. I wanted to get myself into a position where, you know, I could have tried to throw some torpedoes at the Clemens and... Oh, he's dead. There's a great video recently uploaded on YouTube. I mean, if you want to, feel free to, you know, if you have access to my Discord, you can upload it there. I mean, you can put the link um, in my chat here, but you know, it's just kind of easier to do it on my Discord if you want. You know, plus I can always refer back to it later. And if anybody wants to see it as well, you know, that's you know, that's option if you want, you know. So guy in Shima went the whole game undetected and almost hit 300k damage. Well, I have to like look. Well, okay. You know, I made the bad assumption that
Much obliged.
when I was coming in that the Clemens was, you know, completely retreating. Okay. So, you know, because, you know, last I knew, he was kind of going back this way. But, you know, the fact that he turned right back around, you know, and came back into the camp circle, you know, that was my mistake. And because he rushed headlong into the camp circle, I was detected. So, I don't use Discord, but I'll drop the link here for you. Sounds good there, bud.
Nice work.
I'll review, you know, I'll look at it later. But you know, then it was just a matter of, you know, I wanted to try to get, you know, one, try to get to a point where I could try to escape because everybody was aiming at me at that point. So I was trying to turn right back around, but everybody was shooting at me, of course. Clemson and Clemens as well. And Clemens is more designed for being like a gunship anyway, so So, to my knowledge, when it comes to guns, the Clemens versus the Minikaze, the Clemens would win in a gunfight, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, they have to give the Clemens something because, I mean, let's face it, their torpedoes are crap, or the torpedoes have such a short range. So, um, but um,
I need support.
I know the detection range for the Minikaze is
Reporting the target position.
isn't as large as the
Concentrate fire on
um
the enemy warship.
is it as its torpedo range. So that's something,
Well done,
but
Commander.
um some of those short range
Get back.
torpedoes should only be used as the last resort. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Um so do we have oh Wargaming has an issue with their AIs lately.
All
They
stations
get
requesting
stuck
fire on the
behind an
designated
island
target.
and they can't their pathing is off. They have some really bad bugs lately with their AI. I've been seeing this
That's
quite a
how
bit
it's done.
recently. They need to fix their AI.
I need
Um,
intelligence data.
Anything under 8K torps, I'd class the ship as a gunboat. Well, um, I would, there are some some destroyers that have like really small detection ranges, but like um, I think the Minikaze has, if I remember correctly, or
All
I
stations
barely looked at it,
requesting
but
fire on the designated
um,
target.
the detection range is like 5 kilometers, and the torpedo range was 7.5, and that's decent for like a torpedo ship. You can still launch your torpedoes and try to stay out of detection range.
Concentrate fire on the enemy
So
warship.
I just made the mistake of going in and facing off against the Clemsons, right at the very beginning. So that was my mistake on that. Well, I mean, there was a lot of mistakes that I made, but still. Um, have a good night there, Mikey. You take care of yourself.
Get back.
I mean, if this guy has a fairly small detection range, then if he can fire off some torpedoes into that Koenig, then it's good. I mean,
Nice work.
they're destroyers outside of the camp circle, so
Roger.
oh, he might leave the circle though.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
He left the circle. There went that capture. Okay, where was those torpedoes aimed at? Oh no. Eee. Oh, oh, nice finish there, Rust.
Many thanks. Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
The
Acknowledged.
torp reload on Kamikaze R is really low. Yeah. but I mean, he's firing off his torpedoes at, you know, 9 kilometers at the very least there. So now, granted, you know, the Koenig is still kind of traveling towards the circle, so it's quite possible that, you know, the battleship is going to run into those torps. Although at this point they're going to miss, but
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
oh, okay. The torps are about 8
Thank
kilometers.
you.
Okay.
Affirmative.
Thank you.
Ooh, there went that battleship there. Seven kilometers? Okay. And 47-second reload speed. Gotcha. Okay, well, we have 2 camp circles right now. Um,
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
we got Arkansas versus Arkansas, so that's going to be an interesting that's going to be an interesting battleship battle there. Although this Arkansas B is quite angled, so he's kind of at a better advantage at this point. But he better stay angled. He doesn't have the health comparison right at this moment in time, so he's at a slight disadvantage there. Dave is showing a lot of broadside right at the moment. Ooh. Problem is that now, I don't think his guns are gonna reload in time. Nope. Damn. Not enough. The other Arkansas is really low, but it's just our destroyer friend here that's the only one alive other than the AI. So if he can take this guy out before he can get into B to camp it, so oh, he's dead. That battleship was turning in the wrong direction. You either want to go straight for a destroyer or straight away from a destroyer. Because going full broadside to a destroyer is just basically asking to be torpedoed. So this guy made a really bad decision. So yeah, Russ did a really good job on that. Do you have the concealment talent on your DD captains? It depends. What level's the concealment talent again? If it's 4, then if it's tier 4, then probably not for a good majority of them. Because some of them are going to be like, some of the destroyer captains were like brand new when I purchased the ships. So the amount of time that it takes to grind up their levels is just about as much. So I really wish I could report the AI for being AFK. Hey, World of Warships, your AI is being AFK in the team match. Okay, let's see. Prevent maintenance, which is a good one to have in my particular opinion. I went with the Swift Fish for this guy for the torpedo speed. You know, probably could have tried to go more with the last stand on that, but you know, oh well. And don't have enough points for the upper tiers right at this moment. So yeah, I don't know why I got the Swift Fish in this particular instance. Normally I go with the last stand, you know, just so you know, that's a good one to have for any kind of destroyer captains. I don't know why I picked this one. Not sure. Take adrenaline rush every time. Yeah. So, yeah, the concealment expert, you know, being tier 4, you know, most of my captains aren't up to that high enough of a level yet. You know, they would have to be at least tier 10. I mean, I could have saved my points to get, you know, you know, Henry Harper here, for example. I could have saved all my points and gotten the concealment expert, but then, you know, I wouldn't have been able to get, you know, preventive maintenance, the last stand. So, true. I wouldn't have been able to get it anyway because I would have at least needed to purchase 1 point per tier as well. So, that's true. So, um, so. But yeah, a majority of my ship captains are still fairly low in level, so I haven't gotten to the concealment expert, you know, for them yet, you know. So, but it's okay. You know, we'll get there eventually, but wish I still had my NA account. No worries. Um, you know, if you're, you know, uh, I'm assuming European account, um, you know, um, so if you want to, Mikey, who went to bed, he's typically on the European account. So if you want to, um, you can probably check out his channel. Although, I don't know if he's been playing a lot. I think he's been playing a lot of Valheim lately, streaming. Um, you know, he played a lot of World of Warships as well with me, so uh, you might be, you know, if you want to team up with someone, you can see about that if you want. Wasn't enough hours in the day to play them both? Oh yeah, no worries on that one. I'm amazed at people um, that have like multiple accounts. Like, I play Warframe, for example, and that one, um, in the past, people played on different consoles because you could, um, but there wasn't any like crossplay between in that game. So, um, when you played on one console, you couldn't like transfer things over to your other console or something like that. You couldn't play the same character. So, you know, I heard about so many people that had, you know, the Switch, the PC, the Xbox, the PlayStation, and they were all playing them and had you know, like max characters on every single console, and it's like, oh my god, do you play any other games? But I mean, if you really love a game, then you know play it to your heart's content. If you're enjoying the game, keep on playing it. No, nothing wrong with that. So, so let's see. Um, let's see. Concealment, 6 kilometers, and torpedoes are 7 kilometers. So I mean, not the greatest. Um, but I've had um, you know, I've heard so many people love the Minakaze when it comes to being a destroyer. It's just I suck at it. So, um, Nicholas has 6.5 kilometer detection range, and their torpedoes is what? Oh, 5.5. Yeah. So, this I consider a gunboat here, because you're going to be detected before you can even fire and consider firing off your torpedoes. Unless, of course, you hide behind an island and catch them off guard. I've done that before. Um, you know, I remember one match where I was able to take out two battleships because they came close to they were kind of they were trying to capture the caps, and they were really close to an island ring, and I hid inside of it. I hid in the interior of it, and when they started going to the next camp circle, they started kind of skirting the edge of the islands. So I was like going, okay, you know, I have really slow range, small range on my torpedoes. Popped up the speed boost, went full bore, out, you know, exited the island, dumped, all my torpedoes into one, killing it, and then rushed off to the second. And they couldn't really do anything against me when I killed off that guy. So um, that was like one of my better destroyer plays. You know, I can't remember if I was eventually killed off by like secondaries or fires, but I remember that I did a ton of damage to both of those battleships. So But yeah, for the most part, you know, for these kind of gunships, you want to try to, you know, either hide behind an island or pop the smoke and just start, firing your guns all over the place. So. Phases of what I play. Oh yeah, I mean, um, there are times where it's like, I get that, um, like I get an urge to play like a game, and I'll play it for, a couple days easy. Um, and then, you know, I might get bored of it, or I might get it like the bite of, something else, coming along to say, hey, we're gonna play like I want to play a different one. So, okay, so we got a tier 6 battle. We got ourselves, from the looks of it, 5 destroyers. No, that's a cruiser. Same with that. Wait, am I the only destroyer? I'm the only destroyer. Oh God. That's not great.
Action stations.
This sucks. A tier 6 battle. I'm in a gunboat for the most part. And let's see. Well, they're also in a Nicholas, so it's not like it's gonna be downright terrible, but obviously it's, you know, if I can spot their subs and take them out, then that will help out all my battleships. But I have to actually find them and see where they're located at so that I can hunt them down. So, although I was kind of irritated one time with, destroyer versus sub, because at one point in time you know, I did eventually sink a sub with my destroyer, but he was able to torpedo me, so we kind of did like a mutual death. Oh, right. He killed me and I killed it. But uh, I took a look at the results afterwards, and I put 13 depth charges into that sub, into that single sub, and eventually it died. It wasn't like, the 13 depth charges, killed it right off. You know, they were doing like maybe 500 points of damage per shot, and I was like, what the hell? And don't get me wrong, there was one time where I was like right on top of the sub, so I was dropping depth charges like right on top of them. So, okay, I was thinking that I would kind of head towards their, you know, towards our subs, and you know, we would have, um, I'd be able to kind of help, you know, take out them. But let me speed up here a little bit. Let me try to get to those subs quickly, because those guys are spotted, if I can get to them quickly and depth charge them, then... Oh, but I'm not all that familiar with this. I'm assuming depth charges are, can also hurt the my ally subs as well, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, they should, right? It makes sense, but I don't. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't been enough of a destroyer captain against subs to know if that's a thing. They removed friendly fire, I thought. I don't know. I'm a little concerned about that. Well, they removed friendly fire in the sense of, like, you know, you're firing shells against your teammates and stuff like that. They don't get hurt, but if you do enough damage, last I knew, um, you know, you would take some damage yourself.
Torpedoes to starboard.
You know, at least I thought. Okay. I'm still seeing some torpedoes being launched around
Torpedoes direct front.
where they are located at. So I'm gonna try to rush towards our friends here to.
Engine boost deactivated. Torpedoes dead ahead.
Okay,
Torpedoes to port.
there's them.
Torpedoes direct front.
Am I just not detected yet? What the heck? Now I am. Okay.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Impossible to hit target, of course. Or wait.
Torpedoes direct front.
Okay. There we go.
Smoke generator started.
I'm surprised that they didn't, you know, this cruiser didn't fire upon me. You know, I would have. As soon as I saw the destroyer, I would have focused fired on that
Smoke screen
destroyer
set.
big time. Oh, he's gone. Okay. I don't know where their I don't know where their other destroyer is. Oh, it's probably all the way over on the other side. Um, I don't have the range on these torpedoes though. So as much as, you know, I might be able to get a little bit more, you know, if I try rushing this guy, I might be able to, you know, get, I might be able to dump some torpedoes into him, but it'd be kind of against, you know, it'd probably be a bad idea. lot of non-pens. Ooh, boy. Ow. Yep. Yeah, I don't... I'm gonna kind of leave the battleship to our friend, the sub here. I'm gonna kind of go towards the, towards our camp circle here. Because I want to try to protect the base. Plus, if I can take out their destroyer, then it keeps the,
All stations reporting the
it would be
position of the
better going
strategic
to their
target.
camp. Not necessarily with, not with their battleship next door. I mean, I might be able to try to maneuver around them, but not very easily. So, if I can spot their destroyer, then I might be able to I might be able to help out. You know. Okay, well, our sub took out their battleship, but we lost our sub, so that's kind of unfortunate. Ooh, he's almost dead, so get him out of here.
Foundered.
I did a kill steal on that guy, but that's okay. Like I said, if I can spot their spot their destroyer, then it'll be helping out our team a little bit. I don't. I gotta be careful with going too close to these. Oh, nice. Our Königsberg took out their New York, so that's handy. Okay. Let's see. How are we doing over there? Okay, if I can get to them and pop up a smoke, then it might be beneficial. That New Mexico keeps on going straight. Maybe some of my torpedoes might be able to hit them. Oh, damn. They expired like right before. I was afraid of that, but
Smoke generator started.
let me provide these guys with a little bit of smoke cover here.
That was a great battle.
There we go.
Smoke screen set.
Okay, and now I'm gonna go. These guys keep on wanting to, and they look like they're wanting to kind of go around the south edge of the island. I'm gonna try to do the same. I don't know where the destroyer is though. If I can find where the destroyer is, then that would be fantastic. I don't know. I'm gonna throw on some torpedoes. I'm gonna hug this island. And I'm gonna see about. Oh, they got their plans going here.
Activated.
Shit. My A guns are going off. They know where I'm at.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Oof. There's their Nicholas. Damn.
The ship is on fire.
Got him.
We've destroyed an enemy battleship.
That's not the greatest though. That's the problem. I was only able to take out one of their ships versus multiple. But I gave them an idea as to where the destroyer is, so our our cruiser can kind of, try to maybe take them by surprise, maybe. Um, oh, he's trying to detect them. Our battleship is still okay, but I'm a little worried about him too. He doesn't have a lot of hit points versus the other guy there. There's their destroyer. Shit. Our cruiser's out of position. Oh, our Normandy took a lot of damage there. This isn't looking good. This is not looking good. Okay, Normandy took out theirs. If this guy can start setting this guy on fire, why is he shooting AP rounds? Why is he shooting AP rounds? Stop because he only has AP rounds. God damn it. Those kind of ships really irritate the living daylights out of me because it's like, at the very least, give him SAP rounds or something. He doesn't have any. Damn. He has to kill him, but I don't think he has any, like, torpedoes on him. I don't think he has any, like, torpedoes, so... Yeah. That's why I would have capped. Aim midship above the waterline. Well, the problem is that the above the waterline, you still have all the heavy armor in middle of the battleship. You know, most AP rounds from cruisers have a hard time getting through the armor on that, even with even AP, even AP rounds. Um, so I normally say, hey, if you're, if all you got is if all you got is like AP rounds, then focus on um focus on like the bow, well, actually fore and aft, or is it fore and aft? Fore and aft. Aim for these sections because at least there you can kind of get through the armor a little bit more for AP rounds. So, you know, this armor tends to be too thick for most cruiser AP rounds to go through for the most part. So, it's short fuse AP. What does that mean? AP is meant for armor piercing to kind of go through thick armor, but sometimes the armor for most battleships are too thick for some cruiser shells to go through. So improved AP compared to normal AP. Okay, news to me. Let's see, what was that ship again? Yeah, let me take a look. It was the Canaris. It's not in the tech tree. So it's a premium ship then? Let's see if it's in here first, and then we'll check the armory. New Nation Spain, not premium. It's a mission reward. Oh, okay. Ah, there it is. Okay. I really wish I could take a look at it, see, see what it has. Okay, so what's this short fuse AP all about then? Because, um, you know, like I said, I've tried taking cruisers versus battleships before, and AP rounds do pretty much crap against um, against battleships. Normally, I switch over to SAP, aim for the um, the fore and aft, and aim for the superstructure for the most part, or go for HEs, set fires, and stuff like that. I hardly ever turn to APs for for shooting into a battleship, because more often than not, their armor's too thick, especially in the um, especially in their armor belt and like. So it does lower overall damage, but penetrates more than normal AP. Hmm. Okay, is the Canaris given like the two different types of APs, like normal AP and then the short fuse AP, or are they just given the short fuse AP and told deal with it? Only one shell type. Gotcha. I ask because there's like for example the Monteculi, for example, has their different types of artillery. Um, the AP rounds and the SAP rounds. Um, so that's why I was kind of curious if they were gonna do if they had like two different types of shells. So that's the fastest tier 6 cruiser in game right now, almost 40 knots. Impressive. But yeah. All right. Let's see. Didn't get the win on that, but I need to use the restroom here real quick. Unfortunately, I only have like an hour left in this, so but I need to go use the restroom. I'll be right back, everybody, so hold on tight. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. Coming back in. I need to go to bed anyway after 3 a.m. Believe me, I know, man. 8 hours ahead of me, so I can imagine. So you have yourself a good night. Sleep well. Um, if you want to, you're more than welcome to come on back. I stream. Right now with my full schedule, it's I stream World of Warships on Wednesday and Friday nights. So, but as always, if you want to, like I said, mentioned before, you're welcome to go and check out my YouTube videos. There's plenty of content there as well. So, um, obviously, you won't be able to like interact with me as much, from there, but there's still plenty of content if you're interested. So, take care. Have a good night. Thank you for chatting with me. I appreciate it. So, okay. Let's go ahead and get back into this here. For the last 45 minutes, I think I'm gonna switch on over to some cruisers and battleship here. So let's go ahead and do our battleship. Um, get some battleship gameplay in, and then if we get a win, then we'll move on to some cruisers. But um, we'll just go ahead and focus more on our battleships here. So, for the last 45 minutes. So, and don't worry, Abyss. After I close on down at 8 o'clock, if you want to, you're welcome to join me in voice chat afterwards. And I can, we can try to work on getting you added into the Warframe clan. Okay? Because I don't know if I actually have you as a friend in Warframe, so might be a little difficult to add you without like knowing your profile name in there. So okay, so we got a full complement of everybody. There's no AIs whatsoever. We got 3 destroyers, 4 cruisers, and 5 battleships. So I'm gonna switch on over to HE here and try to give our friends some support here at C. So
Battle starts.
Capture that area. Awaiting instructions. Good luck and fair seas.
our Nicholas is gonna go in behind the island, so yeah, no subs, they just run stuff. Yeah. I'm not a
Good
fan
luck
of it
and
either,
fair
but
seas.
I'm not a fan of subs either myself, especially
Acknowledged.
being a
All stations reporting to position on
a
strategic
battleship.
target.
But you know, if I kind of focus on being, battleship, so Omaha, okay. You are the first target.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Once again, defended without any damage. God damn it. Do attacks lock onto enemies? You can lock your sights on enemies, but the your guns don't really. So okay, I'm gonna have to kind of back off.
Enemy cruiser sighted.
Ooh, I hit his engines, so that's good. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna turn my guns around here. For subs, you can. They do have the ability to, magnetic. To send out their torpedoes magnetically, but Omaha is trying to get you. Yeah. I'm more concerned about the T-22 there.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Completely missed them. Because the Omaha really doesn't have any good, they can't really do a whole lot of damage to me being a battleship, so.
Attention, reporting a target position.
Oh, he's dead. Okay.
Enemy destroyer sighted.
Let's see.
Enemy cruiser sighted.
Ooh, fair amount of damage on that battleship. Nice. So in this game, you kind of have like different kind of I take it that you've never played World of Warships before. If you have, then no worries. I'm just not sure, wasn't sure if you had played or not. You were asking some general questions, and I just wanted to make sure, if you played, great. If not, then no worries on that either. So, not getting a whole lot of damage in there, but then again, this guy is kind of on the behind an island, so I can't really get to him very easily. I haven't played before, but I play a lot of Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and it plays similar. Understandable.
Our team has taken the lead.
So, the just wanted to kind of check and all that. Oh, hello. Come here, you. Ooh, hello. We got some torpedoes coming after me.
The ship is on fire.
There goes him.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
Let's get some repair going. Ooh, that guy's almost dead. There we go.
Our victory is in
Let's
sight.
see. Huh, interesting. Someone shot some torpedoes at me, but, oh, okay, well. Yeah. I'm satisfied, sure. There's some problems with it, but so when it comes to World of Warships, there, I kind of mentioned how, you have different categories here. You have the battleships, you have the cruisers, you have the destroyers, you have the submarines, and you have the aircraft carriers here, right? So, um, typically, you know, the order here is typically like the well, I mean, I can't really say, I would have been like, hey, the I was thinking, the battleship's great against the cruisers, which they are, and they're also great against the aircraft carriers, you know. Fairly slow moving targets, they can take them out fairly easily. Okay. The battleships typically have um, AP rounds and HE rounds. Okay. AP is armor piercing, HE is high explosive. So AP goes through armor fairly easily, and HE goes through light armor and does more damage to the light armor, whereas AP goes straight through the light armor and doesn't do that much damage. So for example, a battleship firing AP rounds into a destroyer, the shells are just going to go straight through the armor and not really do that much damage. Okay, very minimal damage overall. You want to use HE rounds against the destroyers, for example, right? Cruisers are typically good against destroyers and aircraft carriers, for the most part. Um, I mean, they can still be somewhat useful for the submarines, but the thing is that um, the submarine torpedoes can do quite a bit of damage to cruisers as well. So, uh, destroyers are typically regarded as really good against battleships and subs. They can also they can also do a lot of damage to aircraft carriers as well, but they have to get close to them for the most part. Um, the aircraft carriers and the battleships move just about as, their movement speed is about the same, kind of thing. So, that's why, CVs and battleships tend to be really good targets for destroyer torpedoes. Um, you know, same with the subs. You know, subs are really good against, you know, aircraft carriers and battleships. Um, and then it used to be that aircraft carriers were really good against destroyers, you know, for the most part. But they changed up um, they changed up the planes a little bit, so now the rocket ships that were used against the destroyers now kind of suck. So more often than not, the aircraft carriers are good with their torpedoes and bombers against battleships and cruisers. So, are there bomber aircraft? No, there are not. Or at least they have not been introduced in World of Warships. Um, they you they're most likely not in World of Tanks, but I think Wargaming came out with like a different game that does like all sorts of like um you know, various vehicles in one game. Um, but I haven't heard too much about it. I know that War Thunder's um, a game that tries to like mash everything into the game. You know, ships, tanks, land vehicles, artillery, helicopters, planes, and stuff like that. I personally haven't played it. Um, you know, I know one guy, you know, in on my Discord, he keeps on going back to War Thunder and playing it over and over and over again. Um, but I personally haven't gotten into it. Um, you know, when War Thunder was um, like first brought out, I think it was just kind of plane to plane for the most part. Then they kind of brought in like tank battles, and then they started like adding all sorts of different things into that game. It's a mishmash. So, I don't know how well of a game it is. You know, I have no real experience with War Thunder, so I can't really say one way or another on it. So, okay, well, I got my win on my battleship, so we got 30 more minutes. We can definitely fit in probably about 2 more matches, I would imagine. Let's see. Where am I on terms of my cruisers here? I'm close to getting to the tier 6 on my tie-in, so let's go ahead and work on that one. Now there are different types of aircraft in for the CVs, like for example the Russian aircraft carrier. They have like one-shot squadrons, one-shot rocket ships, one-shot torpedoes, and one-shot bombers. But they tend to have like more torpedoes. They have the bomb, you know, they have basically skip bombs. And then, um, actually, I can't remember what their rockets were like, but okay, we're in a tier 7 battle. That sucks because I'm in a tier 5 ship that has fairly weak armor overall, so this is gonna be rough. I'm gonna try to head towards those islands over to the on the east side there, and hope that I can survive a little bit. So, feel like this game leans heavily on teamwork for strategy. Yeah, pretty much.
I owe you one.
You know, you definitely don't want to be in that mindset that, hey, I can take on the entire world, so I'm going to um I'm gonna go straight into the enemy and I can take everybody on. It's like, no. That's not the best idea typically. So, destroyers, they can go kind of, rushing in because typically they have a low visibility. They don't get detected as much, but I've seen a couple enemies instantly die that way. Yeah, pretty much. Because if you rush in, you're basically saying, "Hey, I'm here. Aim at me." And they will. Everybody will aim at you. So, yeah. Be careful.
Enemy cruiser sighted.
Ah, damn it. Shot the island. I'm trying to reverse so that I can shoot those destroyers because I'm afraid that if I don't reverse, um then I'm gonna kind of lose track of them. Ooh, ooh, there's some torpedo hits right there. Ah, ricochet, damn it. Nope, he's dead. Okay. Let's slow down a little bit, let this destroyer kind of move forward a bit. My Italian cruiser can be pretty fast overall, so I don't necessarily want to I don't want to give this destroyer away a little too much. So
Enemy cruiser detected.
damn, missed that other cruiser.
Enemy cruiser sighted.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target. All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
Oh, that battleship's aiming at me. Okay. Ooh, that's a nice chunk of damage right there. 7 penetrations. Let's see. I can shoot over the island. But I missed. He's gone. Okay.
Good show.
1 penetration.
Reporting the position of a strategic target.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Ah, damn it. Ah, some non-pens. Damn. Okay, there's a little bit more damage there. Damn. Looks like he's about ready to die, though. Yep, there he goes. Okay, so they have the Western Front right at this moment in time. We have a lot of like cruisers and battleships over here doing some annoying things. So, so I'm not quite sure how to kind of approach this right at this moment in time. But I should probably just go ahead and start firing at these guys a little bit.
Smoke generator started.
Damn.
The ship is on fire.
The smoke screen that I'm providing right at the moment isn't that great. It doesn't last very long, so.
Smoke screen concentrate fire on the designated target.
Okay, I got someone aiming at me now. Oh, I got 2 people aiming at me. Let's change that up. Nope. Missed on that one.
The ship is on fire. Enemy destroyer sighted.
Ah, damn. Okay. Our destroyer friends over there might need a hand, though.
Do not let the enemy take the area.
Might be a little too late for that. But let me see what I can do about that. Okay, I'm gonna let these battleships kind of chase down those 2 cruisers and the battleship there. Their one battleship is really weak, so, and our other battleships can take out those other 2 cruisers. But let me see what I can do about trying to help out at sea. So, yeah, see, they're already taking out the, well, no, the Fuso, but. If I can see their destroyer.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Yep, I'm being detected.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Oh, there goes our Königsberg. Okay.
Negative. Get back.
Ah, damn. Their shot was good.
Negative. I need intelligence data.
Fortunately, I don't have any, like, detections or anything along those lines. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to go around the island here. This tiger is putting himself in a whole lot of danger right now. I'm gonna see what I can do to try. Oop, I got someone aiming at me now. Ooh. Interesting.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Roger.
Ah, I missed him.
All
I'll
stations,
be back. Gonna eat
reporting
lunch with
precision
my
of a
girlfriend.
strategic
Sounds
target.
good there, man. Lunch. Interesting. Where are you located at? Sounds like it. What is it? Japan? Korea? I don't have um, any detections. I really wish I did. Yes. Oh,
All stations, requesting fire on the designated target.
nope.
Smoke generator started.
Get them, get their eyes off of me.
Enemy battleship sighted.
Do not let the enemy take the area.
Smoke screen set.
Okay, they just have they just have their one destroyer and the sub. So the sub's in their sub is in D right at this moment in time. I don't have any additional smoke.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Torpedoes, direct front.
Damn it, don't have line of sight on the, Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh. Wow, okay.
All stations, defend that area.
I love when I'm on top of a sub. And of course my depth charges did nothing, so not much I can really do about that. Let's see. Our battleship just died. We just have our other cruiser here, so cruiser versus cruiser in this case. You know, our sub can take out their battleship fairly easily, so that's good, but I'll switch over to APs if you can there, dude. He's showing too much broadside. Yep, he just got a fire, so he's dead. Okay, so it's up to our sub to take out their battleship. And it's up for our destroyer to try to take out their cruiser, which, I mean, let's face it, it's not a good matchup there, so. But we're in the lead on points, and there's only 50 seconds left. So this is actually looking kind of good for us. There we go. Whew, that was close. Okay, got a win on that one. But not enough XP to get to the next highest tier yet. Still got another 2000 XP to go on that one. So potentially, you know, if I do really well, um, you know, that's quite achievable if you can get the, you know, 1000 XP per game, you know, so 2 potential games there for, you know, for that 2000, maybe. But more than likely, it's probably going to be 3, if not 4 matches. More on that. I think I'm going to go ahead and close it at this point, though, because um, there's not a whole lot of time left. Um, you know, normally you know, 15 minutes per match for the most part, but you know, seeing that there's only like 8 minutes left, mm, I mean, unless I die really quickly and then I can leave, but yeah, no, let's hold off on that. We'll go ahead and call it at this point. Um, um, we're close to getting our tier 6, you know, um, American, the Farragut. Um, if I'm not mistaken, I think I've heard that the Farragut is like a really good tier 6 destroyer. I'm not 100% sure on that, but you know, um, I've heard that it's like really good, you know, in terms of, you know, for just overall, um, uh, you know, destructive power for the most part. You know, its torpedoes are better, its detection range are better. Now that you know as you can see um, the stats there don't really show it, but I don't know. We'll have to see when you know, when I do eventually get, you know, past the tier 6 or tier 5 and move on to the tier 6. We'll see. Um, these are, you know, the Nicholas and the um, Monteculi here are the closest tier 5 ships that I have that are close to getting up to tier 6. So um, we're going to kind of focus on them a little bit for all my, you know, for, you know, my upcoming battles and the like. I don't know how I did overall for the naval battle, though. I didn't seem like I was getting a lot of wins, so out of the 4 hours, all I got was the 4,510 base XP. So not great. But then again, you know, um, a good majority, the good chunk of my time was, you know, trying to do the um, trying to do destroyers, and you know, as I've mentioned before, I'm not the best when it comes to playing destroyers, so my XP gain isn't that high with that. So, you know, um, you know, what can I say? You know, not much else I can really do concerning that. So, um, so that's gonna be it. Um, yeah, I don't need to worry about purchasing the premium or anything along those lines. Um, let's see. Um, operations, tier 6 and tier 8 subs. Um, an enemy convoy with strategic cargo on board is trying to break through to neutral waters. A combat squadron is rushing to aid the convoy. Your mission is to break through the lines of escorting ships and destroy all transports before their reinforcements arrive. Ages, tier 6 through 8. Pretty much all ships except for the subs. Allied Naval Division has been attacked, some ships have been destroyed, and the transport ships that were captured are being convoyed to an enemy base now. Intercept the enemy convoy and take back the Allied ships. So there's that. There's Killer Whale, tier 6 to tier 8. Destroy the enemy base and retreat in the direction designated by reconnaissance. Reconnaissance reports that the enemy major forces have left the naval base. Now is a good time for a swift raid and massive destruction. There are only a few ships left to defend the base, with some of them under repair. So on this one, you're basically having to like destroy these coastal guns here to kind of get inside the base and destroy it. So sudden night attack, tier 6 to tier 8, you have all these ships here, no subs. A sudden night attack on an allied aircraft carrying squadron turned out to be catastrophic. All escort ships were lost and the aircraft carrier Raptor was badly damaged. Extensive damage incapacitated the ship. Your task force is ordered to find the carrier, repair the ship, and escort from the danger zone. Superior enemy forces were spotted approaching Naval Station Newport. Your mission is to defend the base until arrival of Allied attack squadron, save the base's infrastructure, and moored support ships. Remember, if we lose the Newport base, we will lose control over the entire region. Another tier 6 to 8 tier match. Maybe at some point in time we'll tackle this, but when we start doing like regular tier 6 matches, I don't know what the like if you get some what kind of rewards you get other than like XP and what on the like. Do you get like some special rewards for these operations? I'm not sure. Haven't played them before, so don't really know. Hermes and Cherry Blossom. Alright, but that's going to be it. We're going to go ahead and close on down. All these videos, all these streams are eventually uploaded to my YouTube channel, so feel free to check that out if you like. Link is down below on my Twitch about page for that if you're interested. I also have links to my Discord, my Patreon, and my Twitter account down below on my Twitch about page, as well as in the description of my YouTube videos. So feel free to check any of those out if you're interested. I have the clan here in World of Warships. If you're interested in playing some World of Warships, if you want to, fairly relaxed, easygoing clan, you're welcome to join if you want. There are some benefits, for the for everybody that joins, obviously, and we're still working towards, expanding even more. So it's not a full-fledged naval base, but we'll continue to work on it. It's no big deal. I'm not gonna stress about it. Hopefully no one else stresses about it. So, I want everybody to have a good time. So, we currently have 7 out of 30 people in the clan, so plenty of room. We haven't expanded the officers' quarters to add additional room, so we're good in terms of our room. So I'm not going to expect anybody to be like, hey, you need to have a certain win rate, or you need to be able to, destroy a ton of ships, or blah, 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 right? I'm not expecting that. So don't worry. um, so, and I try to give benefits to everybody, that participates as well. You know, like, at one point in time we had quite a bit of coal. So, I donated coal to a lot of people, you know, for example, you know, because they contributed a lot for the clan, and I'm appreciative of that. So, um, so don't think that I'm not appreciative of it, So, feel free to send in, an application if you want into the clan. It's SBJ TV if you're interested. I also have a stream team if you're interested in that. Um, the link is down below on my Twitch about page as well as in the description of my YouTube videos. So feel free to check that team out if you're interested. It's all about trying to help everybody on the team. Um, so the idea, you know, um, I've been on teams that say, pay it forward, pay it forward, pay it forward, and don't do crap. I designed this team to try to really take that concept to heart. Um, I designed a lot of sub teams that are meant to, um, boost up everybody that's on the team. If you're a streamer, it really helps you out. I also have sub teams there for people that don't stream. Maybe you want to get into streaming. You know, I have a tech subgroup that can help you out on working out the details of that if you need it. Um, we have promotions for streamers, promotion subgroups. We have collab subgroups. We have charity subgroups, tournament subgroups, um, or whatever you can think of, I have no problem on expanding out, what subgroups are, in the team. Um, and, um, the idea is, or, another, you know, if someone's maybe like an artist or a musician and you want to commission out your art, commission out your music, I have sub teams available for that too. Areas where you can just kind of promote, your, um, your art, your music, all within the, like the Discord, um, you know, Discord subgroups. Um, you know, have no problem, well, I got to be careful with that. I was about ready to say, I have no problem in providing emails for members, but I should probably uh, ask my current members, like, if there's like maybe an email, like if they want like offers coming to them, in which they might not want offers coming in. Maybe they might not be able to afford said offers or something like that. Let's face it, not everybody's rich. But the um, that might be something too to and that I could probably think about. Um, so I mean, there's plenty of potential growth for the team, and you know, I would just love to see it grow into something that everybody on the team can be proud of. You know, everybody's there helping out everybody else, and those small little um, uh, uh, every small little assistance that you can provide it's gonna be appreciative of everybody that you know is that gets that. Okay. Um, think of it like like rating. Rating another person. If you're not appreciating someone rating your stream, then you know, well, I gotta be careful with that because there have been hate raids. Okay, and those are the worst. I will not accept that on my team. If I hear anybody doing hate raids or you know disparaging any of the other members or even non-members, like they go to like someone else's stream, do hate raid, or you know um, you know start spewing racist crap or something along those lines, I will remove them from the team. Okay, I don't want that element on the team. I want people that are willing to lift people up, not push them down. So if that's something that interests you, if that's something that you could get behind, being someone that wants to help everybody up, you know, then check out the application. Fill out the application. Uh, Read the Google document that's there that explains everything about the team. It's a lengthy one, I know, but it's meant to be, it's meant to show everything, the vision of the team. Um, so just would love to see it grow into something that is completely awesome. Everybody loves it, and you know, um, I want to get it to a point where it's so beloved by everybody that others will want to join. We want to spread, that positive, um, you know, helping hand for everybody. So, um, hopefully, I'll see you there on the application page. If not, it's okay. Okay. I want to thank everybody that joined me in my chat today, talking with me. Ibis, as always, thank you. Appreciate you stopping on by and chatting with me. Testy, thank you for stopping on by and chatting. I appreciate all your knowledge that you provided to me. Um, so I'll see you again next time. I want to thank Mikey for stopping on by. Been a while, my friend. Hopefully you're doing well. You take care of yourself. And there was another person, I believe, that was chatting with me at the very beginning of the stream, I thought. Mm, no, okay. I wanted to make sure. Um, but, hey, got quite a few chatters today, and I appreciate that. So, um, hopefully I'll see you all again next time. But that's it. We're going to go and close on down. So thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Hopefully I catch you next time. But until then, take care. Have a good night. Stay healthy. Stay safe. And I'll catch you strangers next time.